कुञ्ज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna. Would you be the Mangalacharan praise, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुर्श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. So next part is you can just start with any selected topic, and before that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You can do the 3 times, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Please accept everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. All the devotees who have assembled and who will be joining soon. And today I'm trying to speak about the 7 triggers of transformation, which I have heard from Swayam Bhagwan Keshava Maharaj Swami. And whatever today I'm talking is because of Krishna's mercy, Srila Prabhupada's kripa, and all devotees' kripa as well. Thank you. So when we are talking about the how a person, how anybody can get transformed into from this materialistic mentality to the bhakti. So first of all, there are 9 stages of bhakti, which is First one is Shraddha, next is Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. The last one is Prema. So first we have to have an inclination towards faith to do the Shraddha. We have to have Shraddha so that the inclination towards Bhakti. And then we have to have Sadhu Sangha, association with the pure devotees. Then we have to have the Bhajana Kriya, devotional service, which we have to do, render service to the God. And then Anartha Nivritti. Then we have to understand what all are the hindrances we have, which are actually the hindrances towards bhakti, which are causing a problem, and which are unwanted attachments towards our material nature thing. So it could be our own body, it could be our kids, our all these bodily attachments. Once we understand that, we will be able to try, at least we can try to remove those anarthas. That's called anartha nivritti. And then nishtha, we have to have nishtha, steadiness, and only then we will be able to keep progressing in bhakti. And ruchi, taste towards the spiritual realization and to understand God. That is the ruchi which we have to, which automatically comes once we are in the association with the devotees. And also the taste, the material things will also taste bad. That is also in ruchi. We have to understand that slowly we will get detached from the material things. And then asakti. Asakti is attachment to the Lord. Obviously, we have to have that kind of attachment to the Lord. Only then we can serve Him. Bhava, love of Godhead, which will and by emotional connections we can have love of Godhead through bhava, with whichever bhava. Sometimes we can love Him as a parent, or we can think Krishna as our son and we can love. So there are 5 different bhavas which we can talk later when we can love Him as a son, as a partner, as a friend, as we can serve Him. And also one is, so we have 5 of those. Prema, pure love of Godhead. Also we have to love Him with pure devotional service. So these are the 9 stages of bhakti which are there. But how to change ourselves towards that bhakti? So that is the topic today. So the transformations are happening. Once the transformation happens, our desires will change. There are so many changes which occur within us. So first thing is we will have the taste towards bhakti. The desires will change. Our desires to this material things will slowly fade away, and our desires to serve God will become more stronger. Our character also will change. Our faith, obviously, our faith will get stronger. And then our commitment, we have to be committed. Then habits, lifestyles, and lifestyle will also change. So lifestyle changes, meaning we will become more simple, and we will simple living and high thinking. So that's what we can change within ourselves. And material, so this is and 7 triggers of transformation. In this, first one is the transformation by instruction. So today I want to make this little bit more like interactive. So if anybody can tell me who changed themselves by getting instructions from someone. So in the meeting today, if anybody can give an example of someone who changed towards bhakti by the instructions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So by instruction, how one can change the lifestyle and habits and different kinds of things. So this is very, very difficult just by saying. First of all, one must be attend to and he should have a quality of hearing that is required, interest to hear from a person who is authoritative, who speaks always like the well-wisher. First, he must have quality of hearing, that is humbly hearing, and he must have less speaking quality as well. First of all, hearing, and then according to the circumstances of a person, the questions would arise, and because why these things are required, what happens if I involve in this one, and then okay, if they are going to say the right thing, if they are going to say the pure thing without any adulteration, then people will come and try to hear without any adulteration as it is. Otherwise, if they're speaking on personal opinions and speculations, if the person is pure enough, then he cannot take the mental speculations. He wanted to hear only the pure subject matter.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. So, yeah, so that's what when we are hearing, we have to be very attentive, and also we have to having doubts is not a wrong thing. We have to have we can clarify doubts with the with proper when some guru is instructing, we have to ask doubts, we have to know, and interactively we have to engage in that, and we have to be curious also to understand and to analyze, and we have to understand first and then analyze, and also we have to come to a conclusion what it is, why they are telling, and for what reason, and everything has to be connecting to the supreme personality of Godhead without any mental speculation, as you already mentioned, Prabhuji. Very, very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. For that, the example is like Sutta Goswami, who instructed the sages. So Sutta Goswami and Sukadeva Goswami instructed Parikshit Maharaj when for only 7 days he had. So when he instructed Parikshit Maharaj, he heard very attentively, asking questions interactively. He heard everything, and then he clarified all his doubts, and then he reached the God's abode. So we have to be very, very eager to listen from the instructions from the sages, and understand the proper instructions from them. So there is one this one here in the text 19, 1.1.19 from Bhagavatam. Vayam tuna viprayama uttama shloka vikarmane yachrinvatam rasagnanam swadu swadu pade pade. We never, translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the personality of Godhead, who is glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste for transcendental relationships with him relish hearing of his pastimes at every moment. So we should know what we are listening, what we are hearing, unless if it is not the topics of personality of Godhead, Krishna, then they are all useless topics. So we have to always try to listen only the topics of personality of Godhead, and by that way we can actually transform ourselves towards bhakti. And the second one is who transformed their transformation happened by issue, like when life will have everybody's life will go through some problems. So anybody can give me one example if they have something right now.
Sorry, Prabhuji, would you like to share, Prabhuji?
Mataji, if you just can ask the question once more, please. I didn't understand the question well, Mataji.
Oh, okay, Prabhuji. Like in Bhagavatam, you can think of anybody who got transformed towards bhakti because of their because they had some issues in life, like some. Everybody will have issues, but when they have ups and downs, ups and, like, in the life, so who is it, like, if you have someone in your mind right now?
It's a difficult question, Mataji. I think there must be a lot of examples of that.
Yes, Prabhu.
I myself, personally, I got into bhakti after going through a phase in my life which was very difficult. But I don't look at it like that. Almost, I think that was Krishna's way of uh, or signs that something has finished, and now you have to get into your next phase, which for me was getting into bhakti. So I almost look at it not like Krishna giving any difficult situation. Almost it was his way of putting an end to something and bringing
Bring-
myself to the bhakti path. Really, I don't know
yes.
whether I could explain what I'm trying to say, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, I understood, Prabhuji. Because of His mercy only, when problems also arise, it is because of His mercy, because He wants us to go closer to Him. That's the only way maybe we went closer to Him. Otherwise, we would be thinking this is real and we will be living in this material world. So that's
Yes.
how he kind of he did. We have many examples like that. So one is the Chitraketu, who was a king, and he did not have kids and he was depressed, and then by the blessings of the Lord he got a child, but um, because of the other first wife had the child, and his love and affection towards the other wives was less, so they got very jealous and they poisoned the kid and killed him. Again his misery, he was so he was so happy that he had a child, but then the misery came up again on him. And then again Narada Muni came and he told, like, he brought the child back, but the child himself, like, right now it's not the, so he the child was gone. So like that he understood that life is always ups and downs. And then with Shiva he had cursed some god. I think he kind of did something to Shiva and Parvati, and then they cursed him, and then he became a demon. But finally, with all these ups and downs, he understood, and then he went to the abode of God, because he transformed himself into bhakti, and then he went to the abode of God. And also, not just him, but also Gajendra Moksha story. If you hear the Gajendra Moksha story, there also Gajendra got into trouble, and then because of the trouble, he understood that nobody can help, none of his wives can help him bring him back to the shore when the crocodile is pulling his leg. He was in so much pain. Finally he surrendered to God, and that's how, in the pain, he kind of understood that it is that's how he went. Vishnu came and saved him, and he got the mukti. So these are the issues. We think it as an issue, but it is also a blessing from God. So that's how we get transformed. So that was one of the examples. And in 6.17.20 there is one more. Guna pravaha etasmin kah sapa ko nu anugraha kah swargo narakah ko va kim sukham dukkham evava. So translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. This material world resembles the waves of a constantly flowing river. Therefore, what is a curse and what is a favor? What are the heavenly planets and what are the hellish planets? What is actually happiness and what is actually distress? Because the waves flow constantly, none of them has an eternal effect. So nothing is eternal. All these miseries or happiness in this material world is not eternal. Once we understand that, and then we can transform ourselves toward bhakti. So that was one of the transformations. And then transformation by impossibility. Thank you, Prabhuji, for that, for sharing that. And next one is the transformation by impossibility. Here we are talking about how this material world is so impossible. So in this, Keshav Swami says that spiritual life is difficult, but material life is impossible. So yes, spiritual life spirituality, we feel like, oh, it is so difficult. We have to wake up early in the morning, chant our 16 rounds, and then do our material work as well, like, day-to-day chores. We have to do this, and then constantly remembering Krishna is so hard. That's what we think. But material life, even though you work so hard, even though you did so much hard work, but it doesn't even it doesn't give any fruits or nothing. Like it's just impossible. So Kunti Maharani actually praise to Lord Krishna how difficult this material world is. But at the same time, we have to also remember Kunti Maharani actually asks for to give more and more difficulties. So in the difficult times, we remember Krishna more. So that's why Kunti Maharani she is exalted devotee. That's why she is asking for difficult times, because in the happy times we don't remember Krishna at all. That's why she's asking. And in this sloka, in text 27, in first canto 8th chapter 27th shloka, Namo kinchana vittaya nivritta guna vrittaye atma ramaya Shantaya Kaivalya Pataye Namaha. So, translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. My obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially improvised. You are nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists. So, Kunti Maharani is telling that, praying to Krishna. So we have to always remember the prayers of Kunti Maharani, who went through so much difficult times, even though born in such a in opulent and being a queen herself with all the kids, all her 5 children were the Pandavas were they had dharma, bala, punya, naipunya, and friends. All the 5 things which is dharma is religiosity, bala they had strength, they had they were pious, and they were intelligent, and they had all friends. But still they had to go through all these things. If normal person has all these things, they can live very happily in this material world. But for them, they had to go through a lot of hardships, even though they had all these good qualities with them. But that's how we have to understand that this world, no matter how much what we have, the strength or any different qualities like, punyas or intelligence and religiosity, no matter how many friends and family we have to understand that we have to detach from all these things, and we have to grow in bhakti. And detachment is also a result of bhakti. As we grow in bhakti, we will slowly get detached from these things. But detachment is supportive of bhakti as well. But detachment meaning, it doesn't mean that you have to completely detach. We still have to live in this material body, and we still have to maintain this material body. So we have to live on this material platform just to maintain and serve Lord Krishna. So we have to understand detachment means not like completely. Some people misunderstand and they completely leave and become, even though they have family and everything, they completely become sannyasis. Or some people think when they are in distressed condition, they will go and take their own body, like they will kill themselves, which is suicide, which is not correct. So we have to understand how much to detach ourselves in bhakti and keep transforming ourselves into bhakti. Thank you. And the next one is information by interaction. So we have to who has um, transformed themselves through interaction. If anybody can tell, if anybody has any answer for this, please tell an example. Many people have changed themselves through interaction, but if you have anybody on your mind right now, please tell.
Gaurangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Gaurangi Mataji. Thank you for joining.
Okay, so it is also Mataji. I have learned so many things with the interactions I would like to share.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
When I have previously we know about Krishna because of born in India, we used to go to the Rama temples, do bhajans and all those things. But the philosophy we don't have much information on it. But we thought Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they all at the end. We know we'll see that one in the end of our life. But that was the concept of those village people or Indian people, many people. Once we return, we do it. We
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we are not able to hear you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Likewise, Mataji, we cannot hear Prabhuji. I can hear you, but I cannot hear Prabhuji.
Yes, I don't know why, Prabhuji. I don't know why we are not able to hear. Okay. Oh, some internet
Maybe.
problem, I guess.
Yeah. Mm.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, okay, I will continue until he comes back. So through interaction, actually Narada Muni has changed the Prajetas who were who wanted to go into the they went to do some austerities and then they wanted to get married and then they wanted to get the progeny, like they wanted to make more population. So that's why they wanted to do some austerities, but at that time they are lucky to find Narada Muni, and then Narada Muni, by speaking to them, he changed their minds, and then they said, okay, why are we, our purpose of life is to go back to Godhead. So they all just went, they did not get married or anything, and they just took complete sannyas and they became sannyasis, and that's how he changed the minds of prajetas. They got transformed completely and they went back to Godhead. So that's how Narada Muni has changed many people, not just them. Even when Prahalada was in the womb of, when Hiranyakashipu was doing some austerities, that's when she was at Narada Muni's place, the Kutira, and Narada Muni was talking about all this, and Prahalada got transformed even when he was in the womb. He was already a bhakta, but he heard all this and then he understood everything even within the womb. And Prahalada himself also changed lot of bhaktas, the um, demoniac kids who were attending the school with Prahalada. So that's how, when interaction with people like Narada Muni, and we can get changed. So that's one of the examples we have here. So here we have from chapter 11, 26th chapter 26th verse. So in Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, we lost you
Hare Krishna, this
for
is
a
my.
bit. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, my.
So
Yeah, but internet cause.
yes, Prabhuji, you were saying something about how transformation by interaction, how we can change through interaction, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. So I used to go to that Sangha and then I used to ask questions about Krishna is the avatar of Vishnu. So, but you're saying Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why it is so? Can you tell me, show me evidence? I used to ask them. So, devotees, they're coming from, first of all, the Western devotees, like in the Vedic.
Prabhuji, yeah, we are not able to hear Prabhuji properly today. Okay, so yeah, sorry, but I'll continue with this. So in this shloka we have Tato dussangamutsrijya sastu sajjeta buddhiman shanta evasya chindanti manovyasangam uktibihi. So an intelligent person should therefore reject all bad association and instead take up the association of saintly devotees whose words cut off the excessive attachment of one's mind. So we have to always associate with the saintly devotees and reject all bad association. So with interaction is nothing like association with the pure devotees. So we have to understand that interaction is very, very important. Who we are actually interacting with and who we are associating with. So that is one of the transformation. And the next one is the transformation by intensity. Intensity is like the austerities or tapasya. And Swarup Prabhuji or Gaurangi Mataji, can you give an example of someone who has who changed because of tapasya?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
You
Gaurangi.
asking with me, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, if you can give me an example of who changed themselves through tapasya.
Tapasya, who did tapasya, then who make a change, Mataji, like that?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Is tapasya means I'm not really, I don't know, but going to meditation like Gautam Buddha or someone now, many things is a tapasya or yoga like that. Then you talking about like before like Brahmaji or someone doing for Brahmaji, Hiranyakasipu or Prahlad Maharaj, they are all going to come from they got they have they did tapasya. After that they got successful. That is Mataji, or you asking about another? I cannot give you actually answer, Mataji. Sorry about that.
No problem, Mataji. No. You are right, Mataji. Brahma is correct. Brahma actually did tapasya, and he, because of his tapasya, he could create this whole material creation, right? Because of the Brahma only, he could do, because of tapasya, he could.
Yes.
God. And Hiranyakashipu also did tapasya, but his tapasya was more for his own benefit. It was not for the benefit of, it was not for work for God. He was benefiting.
Yeah, so that's
So
for only for him, yeah, Mataji.
for him, yes,
Yeah.
Mataji, that's right. And even Dhruv, and the next one is Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj did tapasya, and he also wanted for himself, but after the tapasya he understood that whatever he was doing was for himself, but by the time the moment he saw the God, he understood that what he was asking for was the wrong thing, because he said to God that, oh, I found the diamond, but I was just looking for the broken glasses. So he understood that now he found the diamond itself. So now he doesn't want the rajya or father's love. He was looking for father's love and
Yeah.
affection. But after seeing God, after doing so much tapasya, he understood that what he was asking for broken glasses, and now he has found the diamond. So that is one of the examples, Mataji. And you are right, like Brahma did tapasya, and he understood that that what he was doing was with the tapasya he could actually create the material universes. So
Yeah.
in this verse we have chapter 2. I mean this one, not this one. I think I got the wrong slide.
Also, what about the Prahlad Maharaj, Mataji?
Prahalad Maharaj did not do any tapasya, Mataji. He was just, he was always in tapasya only. He was doing meditation since he is born. Before born, he was in the stomach of his mother, and he was constantly remembering the God constantly. So
Yeah.
he did
Yes.
not go to the forest or anything to do tapasya. It came naturally to him. Like he didn't have to do austerities. Like us, we have to do hard work to do these kind of austerities. But for Prahlad Maharaj, he was born like that. So he was already always in the mood of tapasya. He was always meditating. So um, it was very different compared.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. You explained very nicely, Mataji. Thank you.
I don't know, Mataji. I myself am learning. So,
No, yeah, it's very nice, Mataji.
so that one more. I had one slide. I thought, I don't remember if that slide is still there. So that was from intensity, from tapasya we can change ourselves. The transformation can happen because of tapasya. So that was one of the thing, Mataji. Thank you for all your inputs, Mataji. That was nice. And the next one is the transformation by increment. Slowly, one slow at study, sometimes we do the through increment we change ourselves. So how do you can anybody tell me any if you have any examples of how to change ourselves through increment slowly in the path of bhakti? How can we grow through increments? And okay, if I will go to this. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter Bhakti Yoga, Krishna is talking to Arjuna, and he is telling to Arjuna how to do bhakti in incremental path. So we all grow. Since we are not like Prahlad Maharaj, who was born like that, but we have to grow slowly sometimes. So in this chapter 12, 8th shloka, Mayeva mana adhatsva, Mayi buddhim niveshaya, nivashishyasi Mayeva, ata urdhvam na samshayaha. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. First Krishna is telling that just to fix your mind and upon me and engage all your intelligence in me. So but that sometimes it is so hard to fix our mind constantly on the God. We are always getting carried away by this material things. We have to do that and this, and then we will forget about God. So first he says that you have to do this, and the next shloka he's telling, Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mai sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mamichaptum dhananjaya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. So he is telling, now Krishna is telling that if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then at least do some regulative principles like waking up in the morning, bringing some flowers and fruits to Krishna, lighting a lamp, and then serving that fruit or something to Krishna before, even if people are going to work, at least they can do these things. And slowly we have to chanting at least one round in the beginning, and then slowly going to 2 rounds, and then 4 rounds, and then 6 rounds to 8 rounds to 16 rounds, and then even more and more. But I am not a person who can speak about this, because I can chant only 16 rounds itself is a big deal for me. So people can chant up to 65 rounds a day. So I see devotees who are chanting up to 65 rounds. So we have to slowly we can develop the taste and desire to attain Krishna. So in this shloka, Krishna is saying slowly you can come to that point where we can at least develop the desire to serve him. And then in the 10th one, if we cannot even do that, then abhyasepya samarthosi matkarma paramo bhava madartamapi karmani kurvan siddhimavapsyasi. So in translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me, because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. If we cannot even do the bhakti, the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then at least we should go to temple and do little seva, like, cleaning the temple, or even tying the flowers for God, whatever we are good at, making rangolis or something like that. If we are interested in whatever, cooking for God, for prasadam, little bit of help here and there, if we can do also, that is also fine. So Krishna is giving more and more and more liberal. He is so liberal that he is telling you can do slowly, little bit. And then he, in the 11th shloka, he is telling, if we cannot even do that, then what to do? Athaitadapya shaktosi kartum madyogamasritaha sarvakarma phalatyagam tatah kuru yatatmavan. So if you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. So sometimes we will not be able to go to temple also and do little bit seva also. Then at least what we can do is we can at least give some charity to the temple. We can try to giving up all the results. So whatever we are doing is for Krishna's sake, not for myself or for my kids or for my husband or for wife or whatever it is. Like, whatever we are doing, everything is for Krishna's sake. I am doing this seva. That's how, in that kind of mood, we have to do. At home, when we are cooking, we have to think, okay, Krishna, I'm cooking this for you. Whatever, when we are cleaning the home, we should think that, okay, Krishna, this is your temple, so I'm cleaning my home, not my home, but your home. This is your temple, so I'm cleaning this house for you. So these kind of activities, if we can give up all the results and say, Krishna Arpanam, this is for you, I'm doing everything, even that he will take. So he's telling, like, from 8 to 11, from in Bhakti Yoga, 8th shloka to 11th shloka, Krishna is telling us how to incrementally, slowly we can increase bhakti. So this, if anybody have any comments on this transformation by increment, please go ahead and unmute and.
Hare
Very
Krishna
nice.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay,
Usha,
Prabhu.
Usha Mataji, go on
So
Mataji.
I'm just saying, Prabhu, that very nicely Mataji was explaining how you increase your bhakti and then how you can give to Krishna. Because sometimes it's very hard to uh, progress in the bhakti. So, yeah, you can slowly try, Mataji, as you said. slowly he can increase around, and then we can do everything for Krishna. So yes, all about the Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, all about the bhakti. So very
Yes.
nicely explained, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
A bit difficult, Mataji, but yeah, I'll try in this material, and then we do it here with time, with many difficulties and situations. So sometimes it's getting very difficult.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah,
I know it is
but
not
yes,
easy.
it's a try.
Yes, Mataji.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji, very nicely. Sorry, I'm just
Amol
joining the
Prabhu.
agenda.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, one more is there, Mataji. Transformation by intrigue, by tricking. So the one more is the like how Bali Maharaj was tricked by Vaman Dev. How Krishna will trick us to get into
yeah,
bhakti. How
yeah,
so in this one, like how Krishna actually tricked Vaman Dev, even though Vamana Dev tricked Bali
yes,
Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj.
Bali
Yes.
Maharaj, sorry. So
Mm-hmm.
Bali Maharaj was very much attached to his opulences, and he was thinking that he is the one who is doing the charity, and he was very proud of it. And so how Krishna came in Vamana Avatara, and how he asked for only 3 steps. And Shukracharya already knew that oh, this is Krishna coming in disguise and asking him, and he
Yes.
told, but Bali Maharaj was
Even though
he was
so he didn't listen to Guru, right? So because when it that come to Krishna, then you have to just thinking about the Krishna because this his Guru Agya is just said no. I
yeah,
just because I promised, then I have to.
yes, Mataji, that's true. Yeah, even though his guru was instructing him not to give the, but he
Yeah,
said because okay, if it is Krishna coming and asking, I would rather give and surrender. He surrendered completely
yeah,
at that
because
moment.
yes, it's a day. Yes, I just give. I promised that I have to.
Yes.
Then yeah, so it's very
So
nice to
yeah,
hear the
and
Pratana Holy
how
Maharaj.
how Krishna can how Krishna
Mm,
can trick you, how he can give you problems in life,
yeah,
um,
problem.
how much in information, I mean also instruction, he gave instructions in Bhagavad Gita. So many ways he's trying to get us to him, but we are so stubborn. We don't want to go, so which is
Yeah.
very bad.
Few
Yes.
problems, Mataji, very problems also don't know. Just sometimes you know this Maya all
Yeah, Maya also, and
because
we
sometimes
ourselves also,
my
we
children,
don't
my
want to
family,
sometimes.
yes,
That's true, Mataji. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's how by tricking
yes,
by
mm,
Balima.
every step is my yes and yes, it is giving us a challenge to yeah, but sometimes you know it's just carry on your material things.
Yes, Mataji. That's true.
Yeah,
So
very
today
nice
we,
Mataji.
we spoke about a few this seven triggers of transformation for today's topic. That's what I choose to talk about. So thank
Okay,
you all devotees
thank
for
you, Mataji. Thank you.
yeah, for attending and giving me association. Hare Krishna. And if you have any questions, any realizations or questions or whatever mistakes I have made, please go ahead and tell me what mistakes I have made. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. So it is a very beautiful presentation of these shlokas and how one can gradually go those 7 kinds of transformations to bring. So this is very nice, Mataji. So with regards to this last step, as Krishna is giving from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, 8 to 11 verses. So gradually, he says step by step how one can come to Krishna. If you cannot come to me, and then you do this one. If it is not possible, you do the another one. Likewise, the steps. It's a kind of a ladder. Bhakti yoga. It is a ladder, step by step. Instead of jumping, you can come by step like that. And then further in the 12th shloka, he just summarized like what is the best thing. That is Shreyo hi jnanam
अभ्यासात्
abhyasat
ज्ञानात्
jnanat
ज्ञानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्. Translate by Srila Prabhupada. If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So there, in the Kapil Bhagwan, he gives these further steps like he gives in the Varnashrama Dharma. First of all, he mentions Tato Varnahi Chatvaraha Tesham Brahman Uttamaha Brahmaneshu api Vedajno Heddajno Abhidikaha Tataha. So out of all these, the so many living entities are there, moving and non-moving. Out of those things, he gives step by step what is the best, what is best like that, and which has got consciousness, that is best. Later on, senses, and then which has got a sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of hearing, and then which can identify the forms. And then there are animals with the bottom teeth and upper teeth, bottom jaw and upper jaw, and then with many legs, and then after that four-legged animals, after that two-legged animals. After that, this Varnashrama Dharma comes. So the human beings who are following Varnashrama Dharma, that is where the civilization starts. Under that, everything is animalistic, animals. Out of those Varnas, Varnashrama Dharma, Brahmanas are the best. Out of those Brahmanas who study the Vedas, he is the best. Out of those who understands the essence of Vedas, he is the best. After that, who can explain those essence to others, he is the best. After those people, who is actually practicing those principles in his life, Acharati, he is the best. Out of those people, who has given up the results of his actions, he is the best. And better than him, who has surrendered himself unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is the best. So here, Adhaja Samsaya Cheta Tata Shreyan Swakarma Kurat Mukta Sangha Tato Bhuyan Adobdha Dharmamatmanaha Adobdha Dharmamatmanaha. So Adhokta Dharmatmana, he is one who is completely surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the devotional service. And then after saying that one, Kapil Bhagavan explains, Tasmat Maya Arpita Ashesha Kriya Adha Atma Nirantaraha Maya Arpitatmanaha Pumso Maya Sanyasya Karmanaha Napasyami Param Bhotam Akattuhu Samadarshana. So whoever is always engaging in my service, तस्मात् मयि अर्पित अशेष क्रिया अर्ध आत्मा निरंतरः. See, kriya artha atma nirantarah, all the time his activities, his money and himself, who has dedicated himself unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mayi arpitatmanah pumso mayi sanyasta karmanah. And such kind of person, napasyami param bhotam akattuhu samadarshana, I do not see any better person than him. Napasyami param bhotam akattuhu samadarshana. All his activities are akattuhu. He does not do anything for himself. He does everything without any proprietorship. So he is the topmost person. Adogda dharma matmanaha. So that is who is in the Krishna consciousness. He is the topmost person. So here Krishna is explaining those steps. Who knows the knowledge, and then better than knowledge is the dhyana. Better than dhyana is the renunciation of the fruits of action. After that, that is mukta sangaha. That he mentions that what is mukta sangaha tato bhuyan. After that, adogda dharma. This is sarva dharman partyajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. So such a person is the topmost. So you have explained this one. So we have seen this one in the Bhagavad Gita, but after a very long time, you have just explained this one, Mataji. So beautiful. Thank you so much for that one. This is Vayam tu navitrupyama uttama shloka vikrami. So this is what Savanakari sages was explaining. Uttama shloka vikrami. This is Swadu Swadu. Pade Pade, he was mentioning. Rasajnanam Swadu Swadu Pade Pade. So they are desiring to hear Krishna Katha again and again. So this is never lasting, never ending. Thank you so much, Mataji. So you have explained very nicely all these topics. And also Chitraketu, this is one thing just wanted to add. Chitraketu by the mercy of Lord Sankarsana. So he has received the airplane which can travel all over the world. And he used to enjoy all kinds of opulences by the mercy of the Sankarsana. When he was going in that airplane, he come to the area in the Kailasa mountain where Lord Shiva is speaking Bhagavatam to all the devotees, sitting all his associates. At that time, Mother Parvati sitting on the lap of Lord Shiva, and then he is to touch the private parts of Mother Parvati and speaking Bhagavatam to the devotees. And then here, during that time, this Chitraketu, so he was a Vidyadhara, one of the Vidyadharas. So at that time, he was looking how wonderful it is. Lord Shiva is speaking Bhagavatam and keeping Mother Parvati on top of the lap, and he is not agitated even like that. And then he was mentioning that statement, and Lord Shiva was silent, and everyone are also silent. And Mother Parvati, because of the feminine nature or something, she has taken that one as serious, and then immediately, so you are just laughing, you just become a demon. Then he became the Vritrasura demon in his next life. And he accepted that. And then he came down from the airplane and then speaks, "Oh, mother, do not take my words indifferently, because I was trying to say that how wonderful the devotees of the Lord. They're always absorbed. They're not get agitated by the senses, even though they're nearby the woman like that." And Lord Shiva is the Bhagavata. Lord Shiva understands and Chitraketu understands. And then later on, Chitraketu left. Lord Shiva says to Mother Parvati, Parvati, and Mother Parvati was a bit wondered, how come this person is not agitated? He left very peacefully accepting this curse. And then Lord Shiva says, Chitraketu is the devotee of the Lord. So Bhagavatas they never get agitated. Tiriskrutaha vipralabdaha क्षिप्ताः क्षप्ताः हतावापि न तस्याः प्रतिकुर्वन्ति तद्भक्ताः प्रभवोपिः. And even though they are neglected, they are insulted, and even though killed, they are not even though killed, but they do not take any counteractive actions, even though they are powerful enough to counteract by their curses. Chitraketu Maharaj also could have cursed Mother Parvati, but he did not. He simply accepted, and then he has returned back. So he did not lament anything, but he understands that is the position of Bhagavatas. And Lord Shiva is the Vaishnavanam Yatashambho. He is the highest Vaishnava. He understands. And later on, Shiva says to Mother Parvati, look at Parvati, do you see the devotees of the Lord, how exalted they are? They do not worry about it, anything. Diviva, Bhuviva, Mamastu Vaso, Narakeva, Narakantaka Prakamam, Avadhirita Charadhara Vindhu, Charanote Marine Api Chintayami. All the time, either they are in the heaven or hell, they do not worry about it. They always wanted to remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Likewise, Lord Shiva even says the glorifies the position of the devotees of the Lord. So that is Chitraketu. And later on in his next life, he became Vritrasura demon. At the time, though he was a demon, but he is completely absorbed in the devotional service because of his gigantic body and became a son of Twasta. Twasta is the son of Aditi Mata only. And Indra, he has killed the son of Twasta, who is Vishwarupa. So that's why in order to take revenge on Indra, his brother only, Indra is also brother of Twasta, but Indra has killed unnecessarily Vishwarupa. And in order to take revenge on him, because his son, Vishwarupa, got killed unnecessarily, even though he was a Brahmana. So Indra has done very great mistake. And for that one, so Twasta he performed sacrifice, and from that fire, this Vritrasura came, who is the Chitraketu Maharaj in the previous life. And then later on, his duty is only to take revenge on Indra. So when Twasta was chanting mantras, so this person, whoever is coming from the fire sacrifice, he is going to kill Indra. Instead of uttering those mantra, he will be killed by Indra. So there is a small mistake in chanting the mantras. But anyway, so now Rudrasura will be killed by Indra because of the mantra was just pronounced incorrectly, little bit incorrectly. Instead of kill Indra, killed by Indra. See, just only with 1 or 2 letters, it changed the entire meaning of the purpose of the uttering mantras. So that's why one has to be very careful in reciting the verses as well. I think in the previous there is Namo Akinchana Vittaya Nivritta Gunavrittaye in the Kunti Mata's prayer. So there was one shloka that is Namo Akinchana Vittaya. So there is apostrophe, then we have to use A in the beginning. Otherwise it will go in a different meaning. Namo Akinchana Vittaya, not Kinchana Vittaya. Namo Akinchana Vittaya Nivritta Gunavrittaye Atma Rama Shantaya Kaivalyapate Namaha. So when we are reciting those shlokas, we need to be very careful about this uttering those sounds. Otherwise, it will go opposite results. So that is where Vritrasura ends up, and then because there was a fighting between demons and the demigods. So during that time, there is a fierce battle between Vritrasura and Indra. Vritrasura tells him that, "Oh Indra, so these battles, we do not know what is going to be the outcome, but still I'm fighting." Indra was a bit exhausted. So he encourages Indra to fight. And Indra was very happy because he is hearing some Bhagavatam about the words a devotee speaks. And then he was very attentively hearing from Vritrasura. After that, now you fight. Later on, Indra was very pleased with Vritrasura as well. But as a matter of duty, they both fought together. And then once again, uh, Indra with his thunderbolt, he has chopped off the 2 hands of Vritrasura. And later on, Vritrasura in the fighting spirit, he opened his mouth and he just swallowed Indra. And then later on again, Indra has, using his thunderbolt, he has pierced the body of Vritrasura and came out. That is another one. And finally, so what it matters, even though he is in the demon body, Chitraketu in the next life, even in the demon body of Vritrasura, so still remembering the Krishna, even at the time, he was very happily leaving the body. He knows that about all his past life and where he is going and what is his next destination. So Chitraketu is exalted devotee. But anything, whatever happens in the devotee's life, he accepts. He is not agitated at any point of time. So that's why in the one has to matra sparshestu kaunteya sitoshnus. So Lord says that one has to titikshavaha. Tam titikshasva bharata. So the Lord says that one has to tolerate titikshavaha karnikaha suradha sarvadehinam ajata shatravaha jantaha sadavaha sadhabhoshanaha. These are qualities of a devotees. First of all, one has to practice the tolerance. Some people, in order to come to that tolerance, one has to be silenced first. Maunam Atma Vinigraha. Manaha Prasadaha Saumyatvam. Maunam Atma Vinigraha. This is the austerity of the silence. Austerity of the speech is the speaking of Anudvekaram Vakyam Satyam Priyam Hitam Chayat Swadhyaya Tapah Chaivam. This is Vangmayam Tap Uchyate, austerity of the speech. And then austerity of this is worship body is worshipping the demigods, worshipping the parents, elders, like that. That in the 70th chapter, Krishna was saying those things. So one has to be silent later on, learn the tolerance, that quality, and later on, karunic, compassionate, slowly. But first of all, this everything comes. Stop speaking with the Tato Dussangam Busrujja. Dussangam is all materialistic people. It doesn't matter whether it is relative or not. Stop talking all materialistic things. That way, we gain that qualities, controlling, tolerance, and even the opposite people are saying something harsh words, but we simply take it. We do not counteract. We do not react. We simply take it with a small smile. So those things come with the practice when we are staying with the devotees. Satam prasangan mama viri samvido bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana kataha tad joshanadvas apavargavatmini shraddha ratihi bhakti anukramishati. One after another, everything comes. And discussing and interacting with the devotees, they will speak on the everything connected to the scriptures and Krishna's pastimes, and that is where we learn so many takeaway points. So among the devotees association, they do not speak anything, personal opinions or mental speculation. They speak from scriptural point of view. Pramana, tad lokaha tad anuvartate, yadyadacharite sreshtaha tat deveturanarha. Sait pramanam kurite lokaha tad anuvartate. Because they speak only the pramana, that's why everyone follow. They do not speak any mental speculations. That is the devotees association. That's why devotees association is Tulayama Lavenapi Naswarghamna Apnarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Machanam Kimuta Shashaha. It is not even comparable to the liberation. A moment of devotees association is not even Tulayama Lavenapi Naswargham Na Apunarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Machanam Kimuta Shashaha. No heavenly planets, no liberation, what to speak of all other material things. So this is the devotees association, the importance of the devotees association, because they will cut the knots of material attachments. Bhakti muhu pravatam tvaimi prasangho bhuya dananta mahatam amalashayanam. Nyese so yenanja solabhana guru bhava yenanja solabhana Guru Vyasanam Bhavabdhim Nyese Bhaudguna Katamrita Panamattaha. Dhruv Maharaj says that just by hearing Krishna Katha from the devotees, I can easily cross this material science. Nyese Bhaudguna Katamrita Panamattaha. Because when one is given an injection of this anesthesia, he does not know that whether the operation is happening within his body. He does not feel any pain. Likewise, Katamrita Panamatta, when the Krishna Katha is going on, if you are hearing, we do not experience those tapatriyas. Because even though they are there, the difficulties are there, we do not experience those tapatriyas. That is because of the devotees association. This is Yadanadhyasana karma grandhi nibandhanam. Yadurnidyasana karma grandhi nibandhanam. So there, Suta Goswami says in the, I think, 16th shloka of 15th shloka, I think, second chapter, first canto, second chapter, 15th shloka. So it will cut the यदा अनुध्यासिना युक्ताः कर्मग्रन्थिनिबन्धनं चिन्तन्ति कोविदस्तस्य क्व न कुर्यात् कथारतिम्. Because just by hearing the Krishna Katha, it is cutting the knots of the material attachments. Who would not hear Krishna Katha? Chindanti Kovidastasya Kon Kuryat Katha Ratim. Who would not get attached to this Krishna Katha? When it is giving all these kinds of things, whatever is needed. So very beautiful things. This is all comes through devotees association. Okay, that is where step by step, but we should not leave devotees association at any point of time. When I came to this Akshabir Sangha, like Usha Mataji, Gauringi Mataji, all devotees here, and many other devotees are there, I felt, okay, this is it. And then because they're constantly coming, they never give up. It doesn't matter whatever it is. So in such a way, I was feeling that one, and I used to attend so many other sanghas. I used to attend Manchester Sangha, London Sangha, that daily Srimad Bhagavad, so many other things. But those are, I didn't get the chance to speak to all the devotees. They are not familiar to me. But though it is online Zoom, here devotees are constant and the same names are appearing in the Zoom all the time. And they speak. And then it is constant. And later on got attached to here. And then that is it. This is my life. Without hearing the devotees, a moment, I would not feel happy on that day. Somewhere or other, just speaking to the devotees, it gives so much of pleasure. Tapanti vivastapa naitan madgata chetasaha. So this is naitan madgata chetasaha, because they are absorbed in my thought. They do not tapanti vivastapa naitan madgata chetasa. They do not experience these tapas, tapatriyas. Adi bhautik, adi adhyatmik, adi dhaivik. These are the tapatriyas. The pains coming or difficulties coming through 3 different channels. Adi bhautik, through the bodily things. Adi dhaivik, through the calamities, all by the nature. And adi adhyatmik, internal to the body. This disease, that disease, all such kind of things. These are tapatriyas. Somewhere or other, one will be tormented by all these things. But so that is, it is mentioned like idam shariram parinamapeshalam patityavashyam sletsandi jarjaram kim aushadhihi klishyati modadhurmate niramayam krishna rasayanam pibha. Every time there is no medicine for any of these materialistic problems. So drink the nectar of Krishna Katha all the time. Kulashekara Alvar speaks. So these are all we learn from the Devotees Association. But thank you so much, Gayathri Mataji. You are speaking all these things for all of us. It is very wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, dear devotees, if you have got any other questions, kindly ask Gayathri Mataji, please.
No question, Prabhu, but it was so well explained by both Gayatri Mataji and you. It was pure nectar. Very good.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Amok Prabhuji also. Thank you so much for wonderful explanation. Very beautifully. Yeah, I got a lot of nectar today from you as well. And thank you all the devotees who attended with patience. I am no one, but you all attended and listened to me. Thank you. Hare Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. And
Okay, Mataji. So if you are happy to move on to the next part, so with Narsimha prayers.
yes, Prabhuji.
And then you can just take one of Devotees Association and continue with the Narsimha prayers. One lead and one respond.
Usha Mataji and Gaurangi Mataji, can you please do the Narsimha prayers today?
Yes, sure, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, I'm trying to.
Gaurangi Mataji is going to lead, or shall I do the people?
Yes, Mataji, you sing, Mataji. I will follow you.
Okay, Mataji. Yeah. Uh,
That I think I'm not. Didn't go.
okay. Prabhu, you can just do the Ugram Vidam, Prabhu, or just, I don't know the first bit.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युर्नमाम्यहं श्रीनरसिंह नरसिंह जय जय श्रीनरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुखपद्मभृङ्गम्
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahladaladayini.
Praladadayine.
Hiranyakashikurvakshaha.
Hiranyakashipurbachahai.
Shilakanakaye.
Silatankanakalae.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimha.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha.
Bahir Nisimha Hridaye Nisimha.
Narsimha Mudim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimha Madim Saranam Prapade.
Tavakara Kamalavare. Advaita Srinda Lalita Kanyakashipu Tanu Brinda Keshavadrita Nagari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Tavakar Kamala Bare Nakham Adbhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanuvringa Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Keshavadrita Nagari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev.
Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev,
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
जय श्री कृष्ण शिवदेव भगवान की
Jai,
Jai.
प्रहलाद महाराज की
Jai,
जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
निताय गौ प्रेमानंदे
Hari Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hare Krishna.
हरे
Thank you,
कृष्णा
Mataji.
थैंक यू माता जी
Thank you,
गायत्री
Usha Mataji and
माता
Gaurangi Mataji.
गायत्री माता जी वेरी नाइस
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Mataji is very nice. Nice evening. And can I request all devotees kindly unmute and do 3 loud Hari Bols to Gayatri Mataji, please?
हरि बोल
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji. So nectarian part to hear Bhagavatam.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji, thank you for your association and giving me this opportunity. Yeah. So, yes, we will be looking forward to hear more from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we are 9:30, and if you're all happy, unless if devotees wanted to share anything, we shall conclude our session for tonight. And see you tomorrow morning for Japa session, 5:30 a.m. UK time.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च परिगानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
Hare.
Hare Krishna conscious night everyone.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
Hare.